good afternoon. I'm going to be looking at the camera bag I use just now. It's quite a budget camera bag, so I thought I'd do a review on it just to show you some of the stuff you can get for the kind of money I paid for it. It's a bit of an unusual bag. It's not really a brand name as such, or it is, but it's made by quite a few companies under the same design. So you can get it from varying prices, anywhere from 35 to around about £60, depending on the kind of detail that's gone into the bag, but they're all roughly the same design, they all roughly work the same way. I've just replaced it, so I've got the old bag to show you as well. The bag now I've got is called Power Extra. Now this bag cost a whole £35 off Amazon. I'll put the link in the description. Basic camera bag. You access the camera and all your equipment from the back of this bag, which is quite good. It's quite secure. So you have to take it off is the only downside to get your camera stuff out. But I quite like it because it means if you're kind of in a city or somewhere like that where you've got to worry about people going in your bag, they can't actually get to your camera equipment until they're in the back of it. So all you do is you simply unzip the bag. I can find the zips. Well, the first layer comes down. You've got a pocket here for an iPad or something like that. I don't think you'll get a laptop in here, but you get an iPad in here. And then you have a bit of padding here which kind of goes between your back and the camera, which is quite handy. Unzip this, and then you've got your standard kind of camera compartments in there. What I'll do is I'll put this in a bit of a better order in a minute and just show you what kind of stuff you can get in it. So you can get quite a lot of equipment in there. It's quite big, really. That's the back bit. On the front, you have a pocket here on the very front, which this one comes with nothing at all in it. It's just empty. The other one I bought did come with a kind of rain shield in here, a coat, which is this here, which simply sits inside the bag at all times. So I'll transfer this one into it now, which will fit over the bag if it's raining, just to give it a bit of extra protection. They are kind of semi-waterproof, but once they've got kind of a good drenching over a good hour or so, it will start leaking in. You simply undo the zip on this one here, and then inside this one you have another pocket. You can also put a laptop in here, and a few more things, a few more items in here. There's also, you can't see very well, but there's also a few more pockets down here. We can put some more items in, pens and like memory cards and other random things like that. It has a tripod holder on the side. Underneath, you pull down this bit of Velcro and you pull out the bit here. Now this allows a tripod to go down this strap here, down this one if you want it as well, and then kind of the feet rest in this bag here. It's a bit of an odd design. A lot of them you see that now they do clip on the front. This one goes down the side, so it's kind of swings and roundabouts really. I quite like it on the side. It means that you can lean up against a rock or sit down and lean against something with the bag, on your back, sorry, without the tripod going into stuff and scratching it. A lot of the carbon fibre ones, like I've got, do scratch quite easily. The carbon fibre damages on them. Only the finish. It doesn't really damage the tripod, but it does look a bit scratched if you start putting it down. So on the side, you can lay the bag down flat, get your camera gear out. You don't have to worry about it rocking around because you've got the tripod on the front, giving it a kind of flat surface area. That's about it really. You've got a few pockets on the side as well. Put your drinks in. One on this side as well. Now this one is made by a company called Power Extra. This was £35 off Amazon. I have exactly the same bag, which I'll show you now, although it's seen better days, here. Now it looks slightly bigger, this one, but it's not. It's just because it's an old bag, it's kind of stretched out on the sides a bit. Now, I've had this bag for a year and a half, coming up to 2 years. This is made by a company called Signpaid, I believe. But it is exactly the same bag as the one I just showed you. It's got the same tripod holder on the side, same legs, same compartment, same design, same straps and everything. The only difference is this one costs about £15 more. It is slightly made it better in some areas. For instance, the zips are better. It has better buckles. They kind of got the company's name on there, and they are a bit nicer to use and a bit beefier. But the actual zip itself is the same. Again, you look inside, and this one has the company's logo on the front of the waterproofing material in here. The other one doesn't, it just has waterproof material. But basically they're exactly the same. This one has seen better days. The difference is this one's a netting. A bit easier to see what you got in there, but not much padding for your back. You unzip that, and then you got the same old pull out bit for the camera, kind of as the other one. The reason why I'm showing you that they're the same bags is because these are made by kind of probably in the same place. They're probably made in the same factory. It's just different specification, which is the difference in the price between them. These obviously have different buckles on the zips, different material with their logo marked on it, a few other things. But what it means is because these are made by a sole manufacturer, you can get them quite reasonably priced. So because they sell in quantity, you can get a decent quality bag for a lot lower than you pay for a high-end bag. So like I said, this one here costs £49. I've had it for just about 2 years now. And there's no point in showing you a review for a bag if I've just bought it and I've not used it. So I've used this bag for 2 years. I've been to Snowdonia in it. I've hiked in Snowdonia for about 5 days. I've been to Scotland twice in it. Probably spent 2, 3, 4 weeks altogether in Scotland using this bag. I've been to Europe in it for a month using it. I also used to take this bag with me everywhere I go, every single day, mainly to keep a laptop in it and carry a laptop around with me. Also, it's nice just to have the camera on me all the time as well. So this bag has probably been used for something like a good 400 trips. It has seen better days. I ripped a bit on it. These front bits were ripped. There you go. When I fell over at the top of Cheddar Gorge, it's really slippery up there, and slid on my back about 5 times. And this ripped open on the rocks. The zips went on this one as well about a few months ago. So the zip's totally broken here. The back zip's fine. Nothing else is broke on it. So okay, it's not lasting me forever, this bag. But I used to take this with me with a huge, not huge, but a massive laptop in it, as in weight-wise. I used to use a HP MV14, which was a kind of a laptop made out of basically solid aluminium. The whole thing was the keyboard, the pad, the top and the bottom of it, and it weighed an absolute ton. So I had this with 2 camera bodies, 3 4 lenses in, a flash, remote, all the other stuff, filters, and a massive laptop in there. So it was overloaded a lot. There's a lot of stuff in here, and even all that weight, the handle here, which I carry it with most of the time, apart from when it's on my back, hasn't broken. I also did a hike to the cooling range with this and my hiking bag, so I couldn't get it all in one bag, and I had this thing the whole way just with one strap on my shoulder, and it's not ripped any of the strap in or anything like that. So it is a very good bag, and I'd highly recommend it. Like I say, this one here's the new one. If I get a year and a half out of this for the price of 35 quid, I'll be very happy. I'm probably going to have less weight in this one, to be honest. I'm going to cut down a bit. And the laptop I've got now is a bit more of a lightweight one. It's a semi-aluminium, semi-plastic one, so It's not going to put so much strain on it. I'll load it up now, get some stuff in it, and I'll just show you how much camera gear you can fit in it, and just show you how useful it is. Right, I'm back now. I've loaded up the bag. I've got all my stuff in it. It's weighing quite a lot now. You can definitely tell the difference. So the tripod basically just sits on the side like that. Matching colours now, how cool is that? Like that, basically sits in the end. One strap around here. If you want, there is also a second strap down here. You can put it on. I've got it on my knee because it's quite heavy now. Yes, that's a tripod on there. There is also now a laptop in the front, which sits in there, can be zipped up, and obviously more room still in the pocket here for more stuff. I'd probably tend to have food or kind of power bricks and cables in the front of it, really. I'm not a fan of putting them in kind of down here in the back or anything like that in the front in the pockets, just because they're a bit harder to get, that's all. In here they're nice and accessible, easy to get to in the front, and in the back I've set it up kind of like my old bag was, because I quite like the layout in that. It's quite cozy in there. Hopefully it won't all fall out when I open it up, but I'll go through kind of what's in my bag review at some point, so it's not going to be any of that. It's just going to kind of show you what I can get in there. So in this bag now I have well, I've got 4 lenses in there, 2 camera bodies, 5 filters, load of batteries, some time-lapse stuff, triggers, macro tubes. So there's a lot of stuff in this bag, and they're not small lenses either. So yeah, just shows, even though it doesn't look massive when I was first showing it off, there's a lot of room in here. Everything's kind of ordered, so you've got a little bit here separating this lens from this compartment, which keeps my filters in. This bit here is just kind of odd bits and sods, so batteries, triggers, things like that. Got one lens here, the main camera I use, the 6D, another lens, my other camera and its lens, and yeah, loads of stuff in there. Great bag for the price, you can't really go wrong. I mean, there are a few bags in this price range now. Some of the Amazon own kind of products are within this range. From what I understand, the Amazon bag does have the issue that it tapers, and I'm not 100% sure on this, so it's only what I've heard through another review. I do believe that it tapers as you go further at the back of the top of the bag. So with that, I'm not sure you can put camera bodies and things like that at the top. With this one you can. I've got camera body there at the top and one in at the bottom, so and that's about the size of it, kind of, if you look at it. So yeah, definitely recommend it if you're looking at a camera bag, and you're looking at a budget camera bag anyway. I'd definitely go for this one. I've not filmed this because I've got no footage or kind of vlogs I've done recently, like a lot of people think. I'm just trying to help out people that might be in the same situation as me. They want a budget camera bag, they don't want to spend a lot of money on it. It's just something that they can do a day trip on. If I tend to go hiking, I tend to try and get most of the camera stuff in my hiking bag, which is a bit better quality bag, which is waterproof. And this one tends to stay at home or in the van or something like that when I'm hiking, so it's not so important to do kind of massive hikes with this. But for a day trip bag, for getting out, doing your normal photography stuff, I honestly don't think you can go wrong with this bag. Either this or one of its variants. Like I say, either pay a bit more and get some of the nicer zips. Like I say, these ones here are a bit kind of standard. not the best ones in the world, but the zip's the same, so I can't see it being any better or worse than the other bag I showed you. I've actually got 4 vlogs already done to go up over the next few weeks, so this definitely isn't because I got no vlogs up. This is just to show off a bag that you might find interesting, you might kind of want to purchase yourself. I did a lot of reviews on this bag before I bought it. There's a lot of reviews on it for Amazon as well. I'll put up the affiliate link so you can click it if you want to purchase it. It'd be great because you help support the channel, and also you can go on there, look at all the reviews. There's quite a few. I'm not sure how many reviews are on this actual bag I bought, but because they're like all kind of made by the same company, you should be able to look through very similar ones and see the reviews for those. And I think these are mainly like 4.5 or 5-star reviews on these, so check it out. Hope you found it useful. Hopefully it'll help you pick your next bag, and if you like it, please give it a thumbs up.